What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and Merry Christmas. My name is Martin with Belvoir Auto Spa, and we're back with another video today, and it is going to be about Meguiar's Ultimate Snow Foam Extreme Cling Wash, excellent on waxed or coated vehicles, and hyper lubricity formula. This is a soap they made specifically for foam cannons. Now, they've had this in Europe for some time now. It just came to the United States some point this year. I don't know exactly when, but I've heard this is really good. This cost me about $33 for the gallon on Amazon. The price fluctuates between that and like 40 bucks. For a whole gallon, it's really not that bad. Only thing is the dilutions aren't as great as they could be. It's not as concentrated as some other products. For example, you got to use about 5.5 ounces in a foam cannon compared to, like Chemical Guy's Snicky Snowball, which you need 2 or 3 ounces, or some of other Meguiar's soaps and things like that. But this is just a review, just to see how it is. You make your own decision on what soap you want to buy, etc. Fun fact: the truck on this belongs to, or at the time of this recording, belongs to Marcus Kleiss, who also has a YouTube channel where he reviews products and such. Marcus used to be a product tester, I believe, for Meguiar's, and he's told me this soap is excellent. I will link Marcus's channel below. If you want to hear somebody go really in-depth about products, he's the guy. He's even been on the Obsessed Garage video about the Meguiar's wheel and paint iron decon when Marcus was still working for Meguiar's. He's in that video. So shout out to Marcus. Marcus, I hope you enjoy this video, as well as the rest of you. Anyways, let's look at the instructions back here. So, car should be cool to the touch and in the shade. Now it is about 8 o'clock a.m. It is Christmas Day, but it's here in Texas, and it's about 63 degrees, so it's not too hot, not too cold. Completely pre-rinse your vehicle with clean water, so I'll do that. Starting at the bottom, apply the snow foam to the entire vehicle. Me personally, just start wherever, as long as you get the vehicle covered. And for lightly dirty vehicles, a touchless swirl-free wash. Just follow the rinse. So it's saying you can just foam and rinse if it's lightly dusty, which is true of almost any soaps. Dirtier vehicles maybe require the use of Meguiar's wash mitt, followed by a pressure rinse. That's basically them just saying to agitate with a wash mitt and then rinse the car off. And then dry the vehicle using a quality drying towel, like their Meguiar's Supreme drying towel. You can use any drying towel, and avoid water spots. Apply your favorite Meguiar's spray wax for added protection. You can use any spray wax, detail spray, whatever you want to use. Here's a pro tip: Meguiar's Ultimate Snow Foam doesn't cling. It's a sure sign that it's time to wax, seal, or coat your car's finish. I don't see how that makes sense if it doesn't cling, because if it clings, it would cling to a not as well sealed coated surface, so that doesn't really make sense. All right, whatever. Don't let it get too hot or too cold. Blah blah blah. When you're storing it. All right, so the dilution ratios right here is. I think I completely skipped this step, and I'm sorry, but you can pause the video and read it. Gently mix 1 part of Meguiar's Ultimate Snow Foam into 5 parts water into your foam cannon bottle. So I've got a 1,000 milliliter MJJC snow foam bottle. I did the math. That's about 33 point something ounces. That dilution ratio comes out to about 5 point something ounces of soap. So I'm going to do 5.5 ounces of soap in here, and we'll call that approximately 5 to 1. Now that is a lot of soap to add to a foam cannon. I'm used to only adding a couple ounces, but we'll just follow their instructions and see. And I'm gonna go ahead, and I know you guys saw my turtle wax video. I was complaining about how pouring these bottles out. Appreciate the feedback. So let's pour it out from the side so it doesn't spill. And we need 5 ounces, so let's see. I think this is about 5, so that's 6 ounces right there. 7, 8. So we'll get about right under the 6 ounce mark. We're not scientists in here. At least I'm not. All right, got that filled. poured out beautifully, and you pour these bottles from the side, so thank you for the people that gave me that feedback. I appreciate it. I'm always learning. It is a little bit watery, which doesn't really mean anything. To me, that just means not less of it's going to stick in here. So I went a little overboard. We got almost 6 ounces in there. But, you know, it's not a big deal. Let's smell test. It's got a nice berry scent, so that's good. Go ahead and pour it in there. And geez, just about fill the thing up. Now this does resemble, or I guess Chemical Guy's Sticky Snow Foam or Sticky Snowball kind of resembles this. They came out with Sticky Snowball after this came out. Are they the same? Are they different? You tell me. Good products nonetheless, right? So you got the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, and guys, I'll link all this stuff down in the video. I'll even link the measuring cups if you need them. Now, keep in mind, you may hear in the background a dog desperately whining. That is not my dog. It is a neighbor's dog that is in another part of the neighborhood. It's very annoying. The dog won't shut up. It is whining, like freaking out. And it's, I don't know. If your dog does that, just bring them inside. Trust me, your neighbors don't want to hear it. So I apologize in advance if you do hear that. But I'm going to get set up and we'll get out there. So let's get going. Alright, so I think they finally let their dog inside, thank God, so I'm going to ruin this recording. So about the car, I've already pre-rinsed it. Now this car is sealed with Griot's Garage Ceramic 3-in-1. Beating water pretty well. Keep in mind this is a pH neutral soap, so it's not, you know, it's not like a pre-soak, like an alkaline pre-soak like some cleaners are. So let's get this foamed on, see how it does. This is filled with hot water. We do have the dial turned all the way to the max. And let's see how the foam is. That is some really good stuff. Personally, this is probably the best foam I've ever seen as far as how much foam it makes and it clings. Now, foam and, you know, the amount of foam, thickness of the foam isn't everything when cleaning a car. But, you know, it's doing a good job. So I'm going to foam the rest of the car, let it dwell, then we'll come back, rinse it off, and see how it does. Alright, so it's been a few minutes, and now that freaking dog is whining again, so I promise that's not a screaming woman, that is a dog. Anyways, guys, this foam look at it, it's staying there. I've never used a snow foam like this. Usually it runs off, or, you know, it kind of falls off in big drips. Whatever Meguiar's did with this soap, its clinging ability is unmatched. Like, that's amazing. So I wish more soaps could do it like this. But anyways, let's see how it rinses off. And again, sorry about the whining dog. It's very annoying, I know. I have to hear it almost every day. But let's go ahead and see how this rinses free to see, you know, I never really had a problem with soaps rinsing, but we're just gonna see how it does. Oh my God, that dog. as we see, that didn't rinse free super easily, which is probably why it clings so good, because you saw the residue underneath that I pointed out is kind of clinging there, which explains why the soap clings so much, which in my opinion is a good thing, because you get more dwell time, you get more pre-foam cleaning ability. So that's great. So I'm going to rinse off the rest of this car, guys, and then we'll go in for our final thoughts, and I'll share my opinion with this soap. Right, and I can't forget to test out the lubrication. Feels nice and slick. Pretty good. So yeah, this would definitely give you good lubrication if you decided to contact wash with the foam on the car. So no complaints there. Alright, so final thoughts on Meguiar's Ultimate Snow Foam. All I gotta say is holy crap, amazing. This is literally the best pH neutral snow foam I've ever used. Is it the best soap I've ever used? No, but it is the best snow foam, and that is exactly how they market it and how they intend it. This isn't intended for bucket washing. You can probably use it as bucket washing, but it is intended to be used as a snow foam. What I like about it is it's got great foam, which, you know, many soaps have great foam. This has great foam, but it has unmatched clinging ability. I have never seen a snow foam cling like this before. Like it blew my mind, honestly. Like, you know, everything Meguiar's does is they do it great. They don't do anything mediocre, and you know, this is another example. The only cons about this is I wish the concentrations were better, but you know, you can't win everything. It is a bit on the pricey side considering the dilution ratios, but you know, it's worth it, honestly. And the other downside is if it does take a little bit longer to rinse off, which I don't mind taking the time to make sure the job is done right. But the stuff's great. It's great on any waxed, coated vehicles. It doesn't strip anything, so it's a good product. Now, you may be wondering, because right now my favorite pre-rinses are CarPro Lift and 3D Super Pre-Soak. Now, those compared to this are a different category, because those are alkaline pre-soaks. They're made to really remove dirt, and they can impact your sealants and waxes. Ceramic coatings not so much, but sealants and waxes definitely. This won't have a negative impact on your sealants and waxes unless whatever you use is complete garbage. So very good in that respect. I mean, the stuff, it's amazing, honestly. I've never used something like this, so Meguiar's, way to go. I wish you guys would have marketed this better, but I know you guys don't have the marketing power being owned by 3M like some of these other companies do. But I mean, oh my god, wow. I've seen plenty of soaps make great foam just like this one, but I've never seen them cling. And you guys can see in my channels, on my channel, excuse me, I've got a lot of videos of different soaps, and you can see that the soap comes out nice and thick, nice and foamy. But then it kind of just starts to slowly sheet off, exposing the panel. This didn't do that. This just stayed there. It was dripping down. It was dripping down over the surface of the foam. The underlayer of the foam stayed there, and I could ramble on about this forever, but I mean, it's freaking amazing. But anyways, Merry Christmas again, everybody. Check out the links below if you're interested in these products. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.